Hello, welcome to Smart Web Solutions. In today's video, I'll be putting you through how to create database on Plesk panel. Now, before we dive in, if you are visiting this channel for the first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit on the notification bell so that you get to be notified as we upload new videos. Now, if your website is using a database, of course you need to create the database tables, and every other database you need on the Plesk panel, and then you import the database using Management Studio. In the next video, we'll be putting you through how to import your database using Management Studio, but now we are showing you how to create the database from the Plesk panel. So now, to log in, you use your login credential as well, and then log into the Plesk panel. On the dashboard, you choose the domain name you want to create the database for. If you have multiple domain names, then choose the domain name. For instance, I'm creating a database with this subdomain name, tpenning.tutorials.name.ng. So now I'll go to the dashboard segment on this subdomain. Then on the dashboard, you click on database. Click on database, it will take you to the next page where you see the database segment. So here we click on add database. Click on add database. I want to add a database. If you don't have any, it will still be the same process. You click on add database. Then on the next page, it will ask you for database name, which is the first thing you give the database name. Let me say Kantoma tutorial1_Kantoma. This is the database name. So now don't forget, do not make a mistake by removing the underscore or renaming this tutorial. It comes by default, so you may need to leave it. Just add the last prefix of your database name. Then the database server, also leave this one by default. This is MariaDB we are using. Of course, you may need to leave it unless if you are using a different database. If you are using MSQL, you use MSQL, but if you are using MariaDB, you leave it as MariaDB. So now let me leave it as MariaDB. Then the related website, you need to choose the website you are creating this database for, and of course we are creating the database for our subdomain, which we select earlier on that is tpenning.tutorials.name.ng. Then the next thing to do is to create the database user, and if this box is not checked, you need to check it. If it is unchecked, then you need to check it to create the database user, because you cannot deal with the database name without the database user. They work hand in hand. So without database user, the database is not going to work. So we give it a name for the database user. We can use the same database name, or we can name it different. I'm using the same name for the database name and the user. Then the password here, we can generate a password or enter any password you have, and then click on this user have access to all database within the selected subscription. Check on this box. Then next thing is to click on OK, so that the database will be created for this account. So once you click on OK, then you wait for it, give it a little time to create the database. After that is done, it will pop a message saying that the database name is created successfully. So we can scroll down and see the database we just create. This is the database name. So we can change any settings we want and then save the changes. That is all for today's edition. Now don't forget to drop any question in the comment section. Like, subscribe on our channel so that you get to be notified as we upload new videos. Thank you, and see you some other time.